These horsemen ride with the fist down inside, with heads like thunder, the rock of your pride. We'll have no mercy for big, far and wide.
What up, Whiskey Chaser fam? How's it going? Hope you all are doing well. I wanted to give you a little bit of insight on what it's like to be on the other side of the camera, what I look at, what I'm talking to, how it looks, I don't know, I guess, whenever you see me out here doing my thing. So this is it right here. Hi, how's it going? Out here on the Yamaha Bolt. Took it to work today, leaving the brewery, about to go meet up with Parker and her friend Tyler, who has been a friend of hers since, I think, middle school or high school or something like that. I'm not sure. A long time back in Longview, Texas, just outside of Dallas, where she's from. That's where they know each other from, and he now lives in Memphis. He's going for his doctorate in the trumpet, which is incredible and actually kind of ironic because I have a relative of mine who also has his doctorate in the trumpet and was the dean of music for, I think it was Oklahoma State, something like that. It was one of the schools in Oklahoma. So I'm going to meet up with them and we're going to get some seafood and it's going to be fantastic. And thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Let's jump on the bike and get going. All right, baby. Man, it feels great to be back on this bike, dude. I'm telling you. Oh, man. The Yamaha Bolt. I know it feels like it's been forever since I ride it. I say that kind of every time, too. But I've been riding this thing for about a week now. It seems like everything is working correctly after all the repairs and everything we did. It is so dirty, though. The freaking trees that are covering my driveway are just covering everything in this like sappy film. I really need to get something to cover the driveway or park under or something, I don't know. It's like leaving almost like an orange peel kind of like texture on everything. No good, man, no good. What are you doing to me, Tennessee? Well, like I said, it is great to be out here riding this thing again, having no issues, no problems. Just getting full wrappability. Fantastic. Kind of made me wonder, what is next? I don't want this project to be over. I want this bike to grow and to be cool and fun and awesome and to evolve into just like its ultimate form. Like right now, we are at like Charmeleon. It was Charmander, and then we've evolved it into Charmeleon, and we need it to be Charizard, which obviously is the greatest.
Who's that Pokemon?
Of all time, the GOAT. So how do we get this thing to the next level? I think that one thing I definitely want to do is clean up everything up here. Have it just be the brake, and then throttle, which this is a cable throttle, so I can actually, and actually I think I do have cable throttle set up. It's just that. It's eliminating everything here. Now that means I would have to move all of the controls somewhere. Not quite sure what I would do with that. I know I technically need like a flashing switch and turn signals and a horn, but I don't even think that horn works. I would need a starter, and I would need to do something maybe about the kill switch, but this also has a key. So really, I don't need a kill switch, do I? Because I have one thing here, and then I have the key which turns it off. I don't know. The wiring, I would like to get off of the handlebars here and run those internally. That wouldn't be that difficult. I would just need to cut some holes up in here, and actually, if I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this shit, then I wouldn't have to worry about wires. That's true. Only thing I need to worry about is the brake. And then this whole thing right here, which I'm wondering, do I even keep that? Now, this is a fuel-injected bike. I would like to know, number one, when I'm low on gas, And then number 2, if I have a check engine light. Neutral, I'm not really worried too much about, because I can find neutral without where the light is, you know, like that's not that big of a deal. I would like to know the check engine light. I would like to know the gas level. In Tennessee, you are not required to have a speedometer. So then I'm wondering, do I really even need one? You are required to have a front light, and I think that light does have to flash, or not flash, but you're required to have a low light and a high light, a low beam and a high beam, which shouldn't be too difficult, because I could even put a switch up here that I could just reach up and switch it if I needed to. I kind of want to strip this bike down to some bare, you know, minimums. I think it'd be a really cool looking bike, like if it was just taken down, have a lot of this crap taken off of here. I do still love these bars. I want to keep them. I have actually considered pushing them forward a little bit, because even though this was the preferred method of travel whenever I was going long distance, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be riding this bike long distance anymore. I want to take it down to Florida this month. If you guys watched my last video, you saw that I bought a trailer, and that trailer is about to be set up. I'm going to get some motorcycle chocks, throw those things up on there. Going to put Parker's bike up there, going to put my bike up there. Which bike, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it's going to be the Bolt, because this thing is great. I love it. And it's a great little ripper. It'd be great to have in Florida for the camp out. If you guys are going to the camp out, please shout out down below. Camp out squad, bro. Hashtag camp out squad. I hope to see everybody there. It's such a good time. It's so fun. It's just the best. I've been looking forward to it for the last 6 months. Last time I went down there was March. This time I get to camp in the 4Runner, which sleeping in the back of the 4Runner is so much more comfortable than sleeping on the ground. And my entire body is not going to be freaking completely destroyed by the time I get down there, which that in itself is just going to be absolutely incredible. Show up at 9 or 10 o'clock at night if I need to, and not have my back hurt, my legs hurt, my arm hurt. Hey guys, I'm coming in. Sorry about you. And if that's the case, then why wouldn't I take this? Speaking of Forgotten Angels, I was thinking about this earlier. In case this is your first video, I do a segment called Patreon Member of the Week. And this week's Patreon Member of the Week is going to be a guy who is always down, working hard before the camp out at the entire compound, making sure that things are ready. He's just there, getting stuff done. And we can't thank him enough for it. And it's going to be my boy Mustard Tiger. You know, he's just a great guy. Especially somebody who dedicates their time on the weekends, getting there at 8 o'clock in the morning to like just work on making sure that everything is good and ready for the hundreds of people who end up showing up on these weekends. Mustard Tiger has been on the Patreon for a while now, and I always love his contributions on the Discord. He's always keeping us up to date with what's going on down in Tampa, even though it looks like he might be moving soon. I'm not quite sure, but it's always good to have my boy down there when we're down there, meeting up, hanging out, doing stuff, partying. I can't wait to meet up with him this coming month in just a couple of weeks, man. I can't believe it's so close. We got a lot of stuff to do. If you guys could do me a favor, go on over to Mustard Tiger's Instagram, give him a follow, tell him Whiskey Chaser said what's up. Y'all are the best. Mustard Tiger, you are the best. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate you being this week's Patreon Member of the Week. If you guys would like to be eligible for that, all you gotta do is go down into the description, find my Patreon link, sign up. It's $1 a month, and then you get eligible for Patreon Member of the Week. I really want you to know that all the Patreon money is not just used to like pay my bills or any crap like that. I actually just pulled out a bunch of that money to pay for, number one, this bike to get back on the road, and number two, to pay for new brakes on the 4Runner. I got brakes, I got a jack. The 4Runner didn't come with a jack, so I had to buy a new one. So I got a jack, and then I got new PCV valve to make sure that it's running correctly, blah, 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 anything, whatever. Anyways, it was about $230, and I did put in some of my own money And then I also just took some of the Patreon money. So that's where that money goes, is going towards parts of the channel. It's going towards making sure that we can get to where we need to go. I was going to say I used some for the trailer, but I didn't actually use any for the trailer. I used all my own cash that I'd been saving, and then we have a change jar. Probably will use a little bit of Patreon money for the motorcycle chocks that will go on the trailer, but the trailer itself I paid for with, take it easy. Yeah, the trailer itself I paid for with my own money. But I'm really glad that I have it, and I'm really excited to be able to get down and not destroy my body while doing it. But do not fret, I will be going on long trips still via motorcycle as much as I can, especially if it's by myself, because it's way cheaper. Anyways, that's where that goes. It's not going towards buying me 18 packs of beer. It's not going towards buying me whiskey. It's not going towards any of that crap. Everything that is put into the Patreon goes right back into the channel. I'm using it for good, I promise. That's it, man. That's what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's see. Where are we at? I think it might be the place with the giant crab. All right, let's go find them. See what this place is all about.
You look great.
Thanks.
Look at this boat. We got a boat.
Big old boat.
Say hello to my
Hello.
Parker vouch for this place. We're gonna see how good it is right here.
Would I ever give you a Stryker?
Tastes like shrimp. Scramped.
It's good. Very good.
Told you.
What?
Told you. Fucking great.
You told me.
I told you. Tell me, bro.
Don't tell me. Here's the secret to eating crab. Not have a camera in your hand. All right, got the crab leg. Mmm. How tasty. How do you feel about it?
It's a lot of work. We'll get there eventually.
Someone call the cops. There's been a murder. Murdered this thing. Super good. But very filling. You're gonna sleep for a week.
I can't afford that.
You can afford that? Well, guess what?
So, when I was younger, I would take the heads off of crawfish, fill it with Natty Light, and take it like a shot.
I'm disappointed. How good was it?
It wasn't. It was Natty Light and crawfish.
That's disgusting, dude.
We're not there because it tastes good. We're there because we're drunk.
Okay, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to save this for a different video, but I decided I wanted to do it now. So I got 2 motorcycle chocks that we're going to be putting on this trailer. Let's figure this out. All right, I'm sure most of you have seen something like this before, but let's just see what's in here. So there's the motorcycle chock itself. Looks like I need to cut this thing out of here. So that's one part where one part of the wheel goes, where the other part of the wheel goes, and then on the bottom is the frame. I'm guessing it should be pretty simple. Boom, boom. I'm gonna put one right in the middle too, or I'm gonna set it up so that it can go in the middle, so that if I'm just taking one, it'll be easy. One thing I noticed about these is these eye hooks were super loose, so I am gonna blue Loctite this down just to make sure those aren't moving, because you definitely don't want these to come undone. Not that I think that they would with something in them, like a strap, whatever, but I'm just gonna put that on there just to make sure they don't move. My favorite flavor of Loctites.
Bye.
Parker's going to work.
See you later.
Say bye. All right, folks, so that's it. I do still have to measure out where to put the front part. The back part just has one spot. Now, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised that the Harbor Freight chocks did not come with floor hardware. So what I did was, the guy who had this trailer, not the last guy, but the guy before that, he towed bikes with this trailer. So he had a couple of hooks that were U-bolted to the frame, and I took those U-bolts off and I repurposed them, used them inside of these. Now, this is just temporary. I just got them there just to get these things on there. I'm gonna go get some more hardware, some longer screws with some washers, something that's highly rated for a heavy thingy, and I'm gonna put those in there. So this is just for right now. If you're gonna be in the comments screaming about me about how I did this wrong, about how I haven't put them on there right or whatever, just remember that I'm poor and I'm doing this the way that I can do it with what I got. So if you want to help, if you want to be a person who does something like that, then subscribe to the channel. Subscribe and watch the ads so that I can get ad revenue. That's all you have to do. It's free to subscribe. It's free to watch ads. It just takes, you know, a couple of minutes of your time. If you really want to help out, you can join my Patreon, which is right down in the links below. And you can join my Discord and you can yell at me there. So yeah, that's $1 a month. That's all it requires. You can go as high as you want, but you can go just as low as $1 a month one time, and you can join the Discord, and then you can yell at me, whatever, I don't care. I did have to overlap them a little bit up here because the bikes, I measured how long mine was, and I know Parker's is within just a couple of, it's like a couple of centimeters. So that's where I had to put them in order to get them on the bike and have the lift gate go up. So that's where they are. I'm gonna figure it out. If this doesn't work, then I'll just take these out and I'll move them to where they need to be, and I'll figure something out instead. Come here soon. I'm going to do a little test fitting of both the bikes, put them up on here, make sure that they fit, make sure that everything is working correctly, because this is what we're taking down to Florida in the next coming weeks. Speaking of which, if you're coming to Florida to the Forgotten Angels camp out, it is Halloween weekend, and that is going to be costumes encouraged, not required, obviously, but encouraged. And we are doing a Ren Fair themed costume thing. I think that a lot of us are going to be doing that. I hope that a lot of us are going to be doing that, because some stuff that I just ordered in April finally has shipped and is going to arrive today, and I'm super excited about it. So running roll call down in the comments if you guys are coming down to Forgotten Angels and you're going to be in your Ren Fair costume. Let me know. If not, then Amazon will get you some stuff real quick just to come by and hang out and have some fun. So there you go. It is 2:35 and I have to be at work at 3. So yeah, that's how we do it around here. Working every day, hustling, making sure we get the very few pennies that we need to buy motorcycle shocks and trailers and stuff like that, and get the bullet going again. So thank you all for joining me today. If you liked it, leave a like down below, leave me a comment, yell at me in the comments. I don't care, as long as you watch the whole video, watch the ads, subscribe to the channel. You can do whatever you want. Appreciate y'all for joining me today. I love you. I'll see you later.